Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the Hero's Journey. We're here on the level 57 Shadowknight ROG Shaman, and we are in Dragon Necropolis. This might be a little bit of a shorter video. I haven't had a chance to record in a while. I just wanted to give some updates on the character progress and show you what I've been up to in Dragon Necropolis. I haven't really done any new content because I wanted to record it when I do the new content. So my playtime lately has been me grinding alternate advancement experience. Um, I haven't got much for item upgrades. Let me see. I think I got 2 items that have changed since the previous recording. Let's take a look. Um, hmm. Ring. We got a new ring. Ring of Destruction. I got a couple augments in there. Yeah, it's high hit points, high AC, nice stats. So yeah, I think I upgraded it from the Coral Ring or something from the Crypt of Nanox, if I remember right. Which was decent, but I think this, I forget where I got this. It might have been off of Tormax, Avatar of War, or something like that. I don't know, some boss. I leveled it up to legendary through the augments that were in my previous ring into this one, and this is what it came out with. So pretty nice. The other thing that changed was my belt. It's okay. Not really what I was looking for. I was looking for something with more like spell damage, but my previous one was from the also maybe from the Crypt of Nanox. It was a black-blooded girdle, or actually that one might have been from Duloc Harbor. So quite a while back. But yeah, this one seemed like it's a little bit better, more AC, more stats, more resists. Again, didn't have the spell damage, but I just kind of bit the bullet. So I think I lost 8 spell damage by swapping this one in. So I think that was it for gear that I'm wearing that I got upgraded. I did get some um, items for my bags that I got. Let's see, what do we want to talk about first? So we'll talk about this one, I guess. This is the 9th Coldane ring. I think in the last episode or the one before that, I talked about the Coldane ring quests. Once you get to ring number 8, there's a clickable effect with a damage shield on it. There you go, I just clicked it. It has an 8-point damage shield, and it stacks with most other damage shields. It doesn't stack with the Shaman damage shield potions. But yeah, I ended up doing the next quest for that. So there's one more quest, the 10th ring. I don't know if I'm going to do that one. It involves like a war. You like uh, make the dwarves fight the giants in the Great Divide, and it's a whole ordeal, and you have to kill stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It's involved, and I'd have to like read up on it and like make sure I didn't. I think if you fail it, you lose your ring. So yeah, I don't know. So I did that. What else did we do? I don't know if I showed that I got these Landikar's Heart upgraded to Legendary. So this just drops off as Landikar. Threw it in my power slot, killed stuff, upgraded it to Legendary, and it has Sympathetic Strike 6 on it. So it's been doing, I think, like 600 damage or so when I hit something with a direct damage spell. It doesn't work when I use dots. So pretty much the only thing it's working on is when I use life taps, or I think it works with Word of Spirit, which is an area effect, point blank area of effect direct damage spell. So anything around me, if I hit um, Word of Spirit, Word of Spirit does damage to stuff, and then I think Sympathetic Strike also does damage to those things that it hits. So nice synergy there. I got a Cloak of Crystalline Waters. This dropped for me off of Kellerek Dar, the dragon in Cobalt Scar. Um, don't think I got the legendary version off of him, so I threw it in the power slot, upgraded it, and this one has sympathetic healing 6. So as long as I got that buff up and I'm using a heal, it'll like give me a little bonus heal. What else? What else? What else? We got so they had the Easter event. I'm sure anyone who was playing remembers that you were killing stuff and you would get like eggs on your cursor and fill up your bags. And you could power up the eggs in the power slot and turn them into legendary, open them, and you would get stuff inside the eggs like these jelly bean things. You would get titles, you get glamours, um, yeah, things like that. So they had the Easter event ended, and then I think it was 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks after the Easter event ended, they did some rewards for people based off of participation in the event. I don't know what the metrics were. I think it was either how many eggs you find or how many eggs you opened, or I think they even said how many eggs you destroyed. Um, so once they released the rewards for that, they did a patch, and you could log in and you type /claim and open up the claim window, and then there would be a list of things that you could click on and hit claim. For me, I think I had a list of 5 things. I had 4 titles, and the fifth one was incubated eggs, and I had 6 of them, if I remember right. Um, so the titles were for me. Um, Trying to remember. Sugar Seeker was one of them. Um, Definitely got some suffix titles. The Explorer, the Excellent, the Cool-Handed. So those might have been the 4 titles that I got. 3 suffix titles and 1 like regular title. Um, yeah, and then there were the 6 for me. Some people had way more. Some people had none. 6 incubated eggs. So you would claim it, put it in your it goes in your inventory, and then you click it to open it, and you get like stuff out of the incubated eggs. For me, I ended up getting 6 bunny familiars. So I've been using this one. I got 2 legendary ones. Both of them were these old rabbit's foot. What it is, a 5-second cast time. Oh, here, I'll do it. And what it does is it summons this familiar that's standing behind me. His name is Lilac Pounce of the Lantern. What is it? Warren. Um, but it gives you a buff. Where is the buff? Right here. This one. And that buff gives you 25% increased spell damage for this particular bunny. And there are like limitations on it. This one, it says detrimental only, hit points only. So I think it's just like direct damage spells that it works on or something. I don't know. There's other versions of the bunnies that do different things. There's uh, less desirable versions of these, like yeah, I forget what they're called, but they have other limits on them. So like one of them does 25% spell damage, but only works on magic spells. One of them does 25% spell damage, but only works on cold-based spells. And then I think there's one for fire-based spells too. There's also a version of the Bunny Familiar that does gives you a hit point buff and like a small hit point regen. And then I think there's something for mana, and one of them that just like gives you like a mana buff to your mana pool or something. There was also a bunny mount that like apparently 250 people on the server got, um, and that was it. That was like all they gave out. Um, and yeah, I don't know. What else? That might have been it. So Dragon Necropolis. I haven't had time to record videos, so I've been just chilling here in Dragon Necropolis, grinding AAs. Uh, I have a lot of AAs now. I don't remember what I was at before in the previous recording, but we're up to 1,229 AAs spent with 16 banked. I haven't even bothered spending those ones yet. Um, yeah, so let me show you one of the things I've been doing here. Feeling pretty powerful. The stuff in the zone doesn't seem to have a ton of hit points, which is nice, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why it's pretty popular for this type of stuff. From what I've heard, the optimal level for doing Dragon Necropolis A grinding is level 56. I think that's because, oh no, what happened over there? Why did this guy stop? Did I proc some? Oh, some of the so one of the other rewards for the Easter event was a horn uh, that some players got that when they log in, they can click this horn and it generates a server-wide buff for everybody for bunny backup. Where is it? Bunny backup, this thing right here. So it's the same like server-wide buff that everybody had during the Easter event. But now that the Easter event is over, it's not persistent. But now, if one of those players who got one of those horns is online and they want to use it, they can do that, and everybody would benefit like we are now. It also applies to my pets, so my pets got the bunny back up too. So what I'm doing is I'm gathering a bunch of stuff. No, I am not going to die. At least that's not my plan. We're going to go down in the caves here with the slimes, blobs, masses. I don't know what you want to call them. And then this cave empties out into the rat cave. So it's like this is above the rat cave, and then at the end of this one, there's the rats. So where is the... over here. Okay. There's some entropy serpents down in the water here if you want to stop and like grab those. Sometimes I do. All right. So this is the end of the cave, and then you're gonna hop down here. I have levitate on. And then there's more entropy serpents down here. We'll grab one of those. And then there's a bunch of rat guys. So now we're in the rat caves and probably get hit with some of the traps that are around there. My plan is I'm eventually going to stop, wait for all these, maybe not wait, but I'll start killing stuff, and then they'll start trailing in, and I will continue to kill them until they're all dead, and we get a bunch of AA points. I don't know how many. 10. I've seen or heard some people saying that they get like 40 AA points per pull or something, but I don't know. Maybe that's, if you're at the optimal level and you're pulling the entire zone or something. I'm not trying to pull the whole zone. It takes too long. There's a whole lot of mobs in here. So this is where I like to drag them to, right here, or one of the spots. Sometimes I go to Zlandikar's room. We're in a we are in a respawning instance, so there's no Zlandikar up, no bosses, no like long respawn bosses. This isn't even as many as I typically pull. We only did like half of the rat cave here. But once we get a few more coming in, we'll hit disease cloud or infectious cloud. That's our area of effect dot. And then we can start doing word of spirit. Yeah, here comes some more of them. Yeah, we're not taking much damage here. That's another AA point. Um, so yeah, I've been doing this periodically when I have a little bit of time to play. Um, it's very fruitful for gaining AA points. Um, what else? So I swear, like the devs must have heard me, or there might have been a lot of people complaining, but the AA ability that they recently gave to Necros and Shadowknights, which raises the dead. So like you kill something and then it has a chance to spawn a corpse that will fight for you. Um, Before, I remember specifically saying, "Man, this thing never worked." I spent hours like killing stuff, and I would get like one or two spawns. Um, they changed something, and it works like crazy. Like I get many like undead guy. You can see my chat being spammed here. All the white chat here is like each line is one of those swarm pets I call them, like attacking things. And you can see, look at them all. Like, that's crazy. Um, yeah. So very good. 10 of 10. Highly recommend that AA now. Um, I was watching somebody else play. Broken Stoic. I'm sure if anybody's watching me, they've probably heard of him. He's kind of a high profile, like the Hero's Journey partner who does like Twitch and YouTube videos and streams and stuff. He was playing a Necro. One of the classes of his was a Necro, and it was crazy how many pets he was getting. He was saying that it, it's obvious that they tweaked something and somehow increased the rate. Oh man, this stupid deadly face spider! I swear that thing it warps around or something. Like yeah, I don't know. It like shadow steps around and like never actually comes to get me. I don't know what's up with it, but um, hang on a second. Pet swarm back off. All right, and then we'll feign death. Uh, so yeah, lots of stuff I think has changed since my last recording. Changes to that AA, like yeah, you saw me. I don't know how many mobs that was. We got like 9 A's off of that pull alone. Um, and where's all my pet swarm? Follow me. Where are they? Uh, Pet swarm, follow me. No, not a command to pet swarm back off. Actually, command coming, calming down. Okay, so they're coming back. Oh my goodness, here they come. Here comes the train. Oh, wait, where are they? Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. That is insane. Like I got a, yeah. It's yeah, and they don't hit for nothing either. They chunk pretty good. So in a, did I just? Okay, things stopped moving here. No, okay. Hang on a second. Let me trying to drop aggro on this deadly face spider. What else was I gonna say? So the other thing I've been doing when not feeling like pulling large groups of mobs like that is if I got stuff to do, um, I'll just leave my character logged in, just hang out right here, just literally AFK right here. Um, yeah, and come back and I'll have 5 AA points. So my after I did a bunch of those AAE packs or like pulled a bunch. I used the AA points to beef up my pets. So I got Companion's Alacrity, Companion's Fury, and what is it? Death's Fury. So those are all maxed out now. Um, Death Fury and Companion's Fury, that's crit chance for the pets, and then Companion's Alacrity is Flurry. So you'll see in chat here. Yeah, so like even the animated corpses that spawn from uh, me killing things and that Shadowknight AA, those things can crit and flurry. Um, in addition, obviously, to my Shaman pet, my Shadowknight pet, and uh, from my times killing Nagafin and Vox, I had gathered a few dragon teeth. There's a red dragon tooth and a white dragon tooth. Let me see, it's fine. There's some for sale in the bazaar. I happen to only have the white dragon teeth, but I think I got one more in the bank. Um, so it's expendable item. You click it, and as long as you're not a necro, and as long as you're not a class that already has 3 pets, then you get an extra pet. So I currently have a necro pet following me around, in addition to my Shadow Knight pet and Shaman pet and my swarm of animated corpses. Um, yeah, and it's been nice. I had those pets, those dragon teeth for a while, just hanging out in the bank, and didn't really feel a need to use them. But I mean, I've been kind of cheesing it with the AFK experience, but there's like, I don't know how many mobs spawn in this room, like right here. There's like five, six, four. I don't know. But if I just go AFK, my pets will kill them. um, I just stand there, and my AFK character just stands there tanking them. Sometimes I'll even get riposte, backstab, assassinates. So I do nothing. They come over and attack me. I'm AFK in the other room or whatever. The character occasionally riposts and assassinates the thing that's hitting me, while my pets are still wailing on it. So it doesn't happen often, but can happen, does happen. I don't know if that's gonna get me like banned or something. I feel like there's other people doing that. The AFK thing. Like I'm not using anything special. I'm literally just putting my character here, walking away from the keyboard. Like there's nothing going on other than riposte and my pets just doing their normal thing, which is they attack stuff that attacks me. So hopefully that is not frowned upon and doesn't get me banned. But yeah, all right. I think. Oh, so there was a skeleton corpse there. Patch, health. So I did the quest to get the key to Jaladdar's Shades room here in Dragon Necropolis. And I was gonna do it just because I had Vaniky's heart and I had Slandikar's heart, and I didn't need them. And those are the two things you turn in to get the key to that room. I had already gone in there, and like I didn't need a key because I got the rogue and I got lockpicks. So um, yeah, did it anyway, not knowing that the quest not only gives you a key, but it gives you a weapon. So I gave my Shaman pet Neb's Warbone. So pretty decent weapon, 30 damage, 23 delay, has fire resist, strength, attack on it, and it has Bone Melt, which is a direct damage spell. That's 75 damage, or I think with my pet's gear, it has a little bit of spell damage, so he does like 85 or actually 100 plus. But Bone Melt also turns the target into a skeleton, which is kind of neat. So here, I am currently stealthed, but I'll go unstealth and just let this stuff hit me and kind of show you what's going on. So yeah, I am not attacking. I'm just standing here. You can see that this guy got turned into a skeleton with the bone melt thing. I did come back dead once. Um, I don't know what was different. It probably had something to do with the swarm pets, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I came back dead once. So yeah. And my uh, Mortal Coil slash Killing Spree, which proc off of when things die, it still happens while I'm not doing anything because my pets now cause that to proc. Um, and you can see my pets are critting. In chat, they're flurrying. So they're not bad now. It looks like I just got a crit. That must have been off of a riposte. Even the bunny pets are critting and flurrying. So even those the the ones that are coming off of the bunny backup thing are doing something. Oh yeah, see, I wasn't even attacking, and I just assassinated him. So that was a riposte backstab assassinate. So while I'm doing nothing and just standing here, let me give an update on like exactly which AAs I've got. I finished maxing out combat agility, combat stability, so rank 18 of each of those. Um, I did throw 3 points into innate regeneration. I don't know if I mentioned that one before, just for the heck of it. I also noticed that this says the description seems wrong here versus what's actually the cost of this. It says it raises your regeneration by 1 point per ability level up to rank 30. Oh, okay. So I misread. Good thing I actually read it. And then 5 points per level for rank 31 and up. Wait, what? There's only 15 ranks. So I don't know. I was thinking it was saying the cost was 1 point per rank up to rank 30, but that's not what it's saying. Anyway, threw 3 points into innate regeneration. Also got planar power. Where's planar power? Right there, planar power. So this one increases the cap on our stats by 5 points per rank. So we got 5. So what's that, 25? We raised our stat cap by 25 for our stats. So we've got some pretty beefy stats now. 416 strength, 427 stamina, 394 dex, 339 agility, and then 302 wisdom, 293 intellect. So that was nice. And I think if I want, I could probably throw some more points in there and get an additional benefit. I don't think the stats. I think if I were to add more, that I would gain benefit from that. I'm pretty sure with the gear that I have on, that my stats are currently above whatever the cap is right now. So that was all I got in the general tab. In the archetype tab, I went over the Companion's Alacrity and Companion's Fury, so that's the AAs to increase the power of my pets, give them crits and flurry. I'm not sure exactly what flurry is. It's like a uh, almost like double attack kind of, but maybe even like triple. I don't know. I don't know. When they flurry, they hit more. So like occasionally they have a chance to like hit multiple times or something. Um, I did grab a point, or the only point of extended ingenuity. It was like four AAs, and it's supposed to increase the duration of buffs that you get from clickable items. So with like my the hammer that I got off the Dane, for example, the buff on this lasts like yeah, it lasts like an hour or something. Uh, 72 minutes. Um, So I figured why not? I have to cast that less frequently. What else we got? Instant ingenuity. Got a couple points in healing gift here. Healing gift. Uh, Chance to score exceptional heal. So 10%. I got three ranks, so up to 10%. Heal crit basically. Um, we did persistent casting. I'm not sure when this would help, but I did it anyway. It's supposed to um, either prevent or decrease the chance that your spells will get interrupted if you get stunned. Um, I think the only time that might happen is if something lands a stun spell on me, like either a boss mob doing like an AE stun or something like I don't know, a cleric or enchanter mob doing a stun like spell on me. Um, so I don't know. That one might have been a waste. Did max out Radiant Cure. Radiant Cure, where is that one? Radiant Cure, so we're at rank 9 of 9 of Radiant Cure. That's as far as we can take it. And then I finally maxed out Spellcasting Mastery. So 20% reduction in cost of spells with that one. Over in the class tab, did get some more things. I mentioned Death's Fury. Where is that? Death's Fury. So that's just crit chance for the pets. There's 5 ranks, so an extra 5% crit by maxing that out. Intense Hatred. I did get Intense Hatred, partially because of this. Um, Standing here, AFK, like stuff hitting me. Why not take advantage of the extra damage? So it intensifies the description is this ability intensifies the overall effect of damage shields that are cast on you. And then additional ranks increase the effectiveness of this ability. From what I could tell, each rank, and there's 5 ranks, adds 3-point damage shield to the character. But that it would be 15 point damage shield only gets used if there's damage if you have a damage shield on you. So if that makes sense, it's similar to the augment that I got from Vishen's Peak, or not that one, this one, 3-point damage shield. So I have 18 point, like basically worn damage shield, but only takes effect if I have a damage shield on me, which I do because I have Banshee Aura, access to Banshee Aura through the Shadowknight spells. And then I usually keep up Shield of the 8th. So when stuff hits me, it's taking 41 points of damage with Banshee Aura, Shield of the 8th, and my innate damage shield stuff. Finally finished off Knight's Advantage. Knight's Advantage. I think that's the like double attack one. Knight's advantage. Yeah, so double attack chance there. And then I got Master of Disguise here. So it makes my illusions permanent until I die or that I click them off. So that's been nice. Although it says 17 hours, so I don't know if that, like, if I were to stand here for 18 hours, would this fade? I don't know. I have not. I tend to click my clicky buff button enough to refresh, like Aura of Battle, Grimoire, Shield of the Eighth, that Illusion Dark Elf being included in it, it gets refreshed. But at the very least, it persists through zoning, it persists through logging out, logging in. Yeah, so I got that. Let's see, I got a point in strike through. Maybe eventually I will finish that one off. Where are my pets? Are my other pets attacking at all? Like, another AA there. Strike through. So I got 1 point into strike through, and it's just each rank adds a 5% chance to bypass, dodge, block, parry, riposte from whatever you're attacking, or yeah, whatever you're attacking. And then I finished off Veteran's Wrath, which is the damage modifier for crits, melee crits. Veteran's Wrath, yeah, so we're at 6 of 6. Yeah. And so you can see on screen that things look a little funky here. Like, you can see this guy's over here, but he just, like, my pet's here and like hitting stuff, and this guy here. It seems to be because I haven't moved and like the character is flagged AFK, and I'm like no longer getting location updates to the client. So if I like move, you can see like stuff shifts a little bit, and then I have a button to like fix the corpses since they are not where I see them is not where they actually are. If I hit my corpse fix button, you can see the corpse is shifted a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. So I, that's probably going to be it for this video. Definitely shorter than some of the previous ones, but I wanted to give an update on what I've been up to. Yeah, show you my cheesy AA experience gain method. Um, I think I mentioned the white dragon tooth pet or red dragon tooth. Um, you can buff him. I just toggled him with my F1. So he's got all my buffs. He's like, you can control him, I think. Pet, I think he must be a necro pet. Health? No, I can't look at his health, but I think I can control him. Like if I were to say like specifically pet neck attack or something, that he would listen to that. I can't give him any items. I can't give him any armor. I can't give him any weapons. Because he's not like, I am not a class that like generally can get that pet. Typically the Shadowknight and the Shaman, they have the synchro satchel or whatever they call them, that you put the pet armor or weapons in and you can stick it in your bank or carry it on you if you really wanted. But I don't have access to that for this other skeleton pet, the Necro skeleton pet. I did try to give him things like open a trade window with him and give it to him, and he just says he doesn't want it and he gives it back to me. He does zone with me. He does persist through logging out, logging in. Um, if he dies or if I die, he goes away. So there is that limitation. And I've lost two pets so far, I think. Two of these necropets that are summoned through the dragon teeth. Um, but I figured this was a good use case when, just extra damage, extra safety. If I'm just going to be like leaving my character here AFK with stuff attacking me, why not have the extra pet to help kill things? So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I think I'd really like to get to Sleeper's Tomb. I haven't had a chance to really record a decent length video, and I don't really know much about Sleeper's Tomb, so it would be, it's, n- I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it's not gonna be 30 minutes. I don't know, expecting 1 to 2 hours. So when I get the time to do that, that's going to be the next stop, I think. Um, until then, I don't really plan on doing any content I haven't done before. Um, yeah, hopefully next video you guys see will be Sleeper's Tomb. I'm not positive, but pretty confident we can take out a bunch of stuff in there and hopefully get some upgrades. I don't know about the sleeper, Carafum. I don't know what the mob is actually called. The final boss in the Sleeper's Tomb. Is it actually named the Sleeper? I know from a lore perspective, the name of the Sleeper is Carafum. Um, but yeah, what the actual like NPC that you fight is called, I don't know if it's Carafum or the Sleeper. I don't know if I can take that one. Maybe. Am feeling pretty powerful. I did go back and kill the Avatar of War, and it was much easier the second time around after gaining more AAs. I did get this mask, Flayed Barbarian Hide mask off of the Avatar of War, so it's a Illusion Barbarian. I'm just working on leveling up to Legendary, hoping that it'll be instant casts when it gets to Legendary. But yeah, I'm not sure. Um, so yeah, just based off of my experience with the Avatar of War, which was pretty tough the first time around, um, I don't know. I'd say I got a chance at killing the sleeper, killing Carafum, whatever. Um, so yeah, I still got the sleeper's key in my inventory. Haven't even like gone to the zone, zoned in, like used the key to add it to my keyring. Nothing. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go back to being AFK. Maybe spend some of these AA points if there's anything else that I can get that's like passive and will help me not die while I stand here and go do other things. Yeah, I'll probably look at getting those. Um, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, I was able to relay some pertinent, relevant, useful information in this one, even though it's a shorter video from what I've been putting out lately. Um, but until next time, take care.